Welcome to Lincoln Speedway, qualifying underway for the KVRP.com Sprint Car Series. Let's watch the 51 of Brad Wilson. Brad Wilson goes first, Ryan Files second, Kyle Ritchie in the 76, currently in third. Second lap a little slower, so he'll remain third. Scott Elston in fourth, Nathan Lafayette goes fifth. Damon Nagel the 86. Excited about the Minnesota hockey playoffs there. Nagel goes up to fourth quick. Blake Giglio not out on track yet. Only car not to put a time down that's in the lobby. It's the 86 smacks into the fence. Watch Elston get some practice in. And now all we have is Nathan Lafayette to show you. Lafayette's slowing it down. Looks like he's about done too. Goes through the fence and bounces off of it. I'm in 30. We're just sitting here, doing a whole lot of nothing. Good times.
Welcome to week number nine of the 360 Sprint Car Series presented by KVRP. We are at Lincoln. We will have one 8-lap heat followed by a 2-minute warm-up and one fast repair. Just have fun. Thank you all for coming out. Be aware of who you're racing around. This is a tough track for some of us. Just be patient and let's have a good time.
As Blake Giglio goes out for qualifying. Number 16 M9 Performance Machine. Smacks the inside wall. Smacks the outside wall. Back to the pits he goes. Back to the track he goes. Qualifying ends before his lap time counts. Poor Blake. He will start 7th in the heat. Now we have an 8-lap heat to try and set the starting lineup for our main. We do have a 2-minute warm-up in between. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good, how's it going?
It's going well. You ready for this heat?
As ready as I'm ever gonna be.
Fair enough.
Fun track.
Seems to be tough. Whoa. Discord needs to be quiet. So Kyle Ritchie, not out on track for the heat race. Bradley Wilson will start first. Ryan File in second. Ryan File in second. Damon Nagel. He'll show up there in fourth. Scott Elson moves up to third due to the absence. Then Nathan Lafayette sixth, and Blake Galio go to fifth. As the inside line moves up with Kyle Ritchie not out on track. Pace trucks off. We're about to get this 8-lap heat race underway. Determine the starting lineup for our main. A couple of Shenandoah Shine teammates on the front row. They stay side by side. Wilson with the big slide jumps out in front of File. We'll get it wrong all night long. Hello. Hello there, William. We're in our heat race for the Lincoln Speedway and the KRP.com Sprint Car Series. Brad Wilson leading over Ryan File. Damon Nagel now third. Elston and Lafayette. There's Giglio, and then Ritchie started from the pits. Still on the lead lap. Top three still the same. Looks like we've got one around. It may be Giglio in the 16. He has towed it as the caution comes out. That is what Kyle Ritchie needed to catch back up to the field after starting from pit lane. Blake Giglio finds himself on pit road as he spun out. After this, we got Xfinity. I believe they're in Nashville. Fort Worth Screen Printing Series. Blake Giglio has retired from the session. So if he runs the main, he will start from the back. No Hoytsma tonight, no Newton. CTC team only had Blake tonight. Pace trucks off. We're about to finish off our heat. Two Shenandoah Shine teammates jump out to a quick advantage. Gap over Damon Nagel. Then you see Scott Elston, Nathan Lafayette. Kyle Ritchie trying to make up a spot. And does so on Lafayette. Ritchie up to fifth. It's got 2 laps to try and get by Scott Elston for fourth. His top 3 have gotten away from him. Wilson continues out front. Picks up the white flag for the heat. Final lap here. Check in on Ritchie. He's not quite made the move on Elston yet. Here comes Wilson in the 81 of Ryan File off the corner. Number 4. Complete the heat. Wilson gets the win. File in second. Nagel finishes third. Scott Elston fourth, just ahead of Kyle Ritchie, then Nathan Lafayette. So we move into a 2-minute warm-up here. I'll go ahead and run our Sidewinder promo. So we missed it at the start of the recording. I know, you guys know it's Sidewinder at this point. But it's fun. We'll put it in there. There's nobody on track. What up, Jay? How are you? I saw you're over in the Discord for Parts Runner for Cave RP and Catch a Ride. Callergy briefly showing up there in the warm-up. There is the 85 of Elston. Nobody gone out on track. They're just sitting in the pits. There goes Elston. Get one car out in our short warm-up here. Wilson eventually made his way out there as well. That'll do it for our warm-up. Easy peasy. We'll see if we get all 7 cars out for the main event here. Hopefully we do. Field grid's up behind our pace truck. We got 6. Do not see Giglio on track. And it looks like no Giglio tonight. 6 cars going to contest it here tonight. Check, appreciate the follow there. Yo! What's up? How we doing? We're getting set for our 30-lap feature race here at Lincoln. Pace truck heads off out of turn number 2. This field works their way down the backstretch here. And we are underway from Lincoln for the CaveRP.com Sprint Car Series. Nathan Lafayette a bit out of shape in the back. As we continue to watch this battle up front between the Shenandoah Shine teammates. Ryan File down low, Brad Wilson up high. Nagel right there in third. Top 5 have put some distance on Lafayette back in 6th. Wilson throwing that car into the corner. That car jumped very sideways, very fast. It was cool to see him hang on to that. Oh my gosh, Damon Nagel's gone up and over. That may bring out our first caution of the main event. Damon Nagel loses his top. He'll come to pit road and get a fast repair. I have no idea, Trav, where he was headed. Nowhere useful, that's for sure. Let's go back and see what happened to Nagel. Gets out a little too wide. Right rear catches the wall, shoots him up into the fence. Nagel goes for a wild ride there at the opening. And his car getting some suspension damage. He'll come to pit road, get that thing repaired up. Hopefully. Eventually. Maybe. Should have a fast repair to use. He's going to have to come out and back in, I guess. Try to click his fast repair and get that thing working again, because it is not going to drive very good if he tries to race that. We'll watch the Nagel Adventures. See if we can get a wing back on this thing. Get that suspension repaired. There we go. Now we got a race car again. Nagel back out on track in the 86. And he'll still be on the lead lap. But we are getting ready for green. It's 51 Bradley Wilson gets us restarted in front of teammate Ryan File. Those two put a decent gap on third place for Richie. Wilson leads. Ahead of Ryan File and Kyle Ritchie. You have a bit of a gap back to Elston and then Lafayette. And Nagel, who just came out of the pits. Wilson ran a little bit lower line than the other two cars in the top three. Traditionally do see Wilson digging on the bottom. Nagel's had an issue. He was battling the 00 of Lafayette, spun it around, but nobody was there to trigger the caution. It's like now Bradley Wilson's had an issue. Caution comes out. Our leader gets up and into the fence. Smacks the opening there to the wall. Bradley Wilson from the lead. Puts his 51 in the fence. Still 20 laps to go to try and recover from that. Should be entertaining to watch him try to come back through the field. But a mistake from Wilson sends him to pit road into 6th place. So he comes down to take his fast repair. Those wings all torn up on that car. There he is, brand new machine. Ryan File takes over the lead after the mistake from Wilson. Kyle Ritchie now second. Elston up into the podium positions. Brand new paint scheme for File this week. Looking beautiful. Oh yeah, we do Xfinity right after this. Xfinity cars, Fort Worth screen printing Xfinity series. You can check them all out, dgsracing.com. There's a whole lot of stuff over there, Trent. I'll even drop you a link right here in the chat. There you go. That Discord link and then the dgsracing.com link. Those two are super helpful. Got 9 different leagues we run. File gets us going once again. Kyle Ritchie trying to hang with him. It's Brad Wilson trying to make his way up through the traffic. Gets by Nagel, gets by Nagel and Lafayette there. He'll have to run down Elston now. File has Kyle Ritchie to contend with. Which File and Ritchie work their way around this Lincoln Speedway. Richie putting that right rear right on the wall. We've seen that corner take 2 people with it already. He loses some ground to Ryan File after that. Bradley Wilson is closing in for 3rd on the back of the 85 of Scott Elston. Wilson all the way up to the fence there. Gonna try and cross underneath the 85 here. Gets it right down by the wall, slides it up. See where Elson decides to go. He keeps it very low. Elson maintains the spot for now, but now 51 of Wilson has the preferred line. He will take over 3rd as he tries to recover from his incident. Now he's got a couple seconds to make up on Kyle Ritchie in 2nd. Ryan File continues to lead as we cross halfway. File about a half second on Ritchie here. Wilson is closing in on him, but he has a bit of ground to make up. And now he's up in the fence, Wilson is. I'll slow him down quite a lot. We have Nagel and Elston. It's a battle for 4th. File continues to lead after teammate Wilson with the struggles. I'm watching this and all I can really think is I bet this is a really fun track for dirt street stock. I don't know about you guys. Oh no. File hits the fence. Kyle Ritchie's going to take the lead. It's the same spot his teammate hit the wall. Now Ritchie way up the track. Ryan File tries to set it on the inside. And the caution comes out right as File gets in front of him. Then File hits the wall. We'll see how iRacing scores that. It's like Brad Wilson maybe with an issue. Can't tell. Maybe Damon Nagel in the pits here. Let's see what happens to the 86. That opening spins him out as there's no wall there to catch him. He went ahead and took the tow. Nagel finds himself on pit road. May actually wind up a lap down here. Again, it'll be interesting to see how iRacing scores all of this, but it looks like it's put Ryan File in the lead. Looks like the suspension's a bit damaged on the 81. The left and right tires are kind of pointing towards each other. Alright, Will, good luck in your playoffs. Is it Leafs and Lightning? I'll take the Lightning. Go ahead. That's the heart pick. I don't know what the head would say, but the heart would say, let's go Lightning. I'm like a closet Tampa fan. Pace trucks off, and here we go. Ryan File has the lead here. Go around 3 and 4. I'm sure he'll restart about the center of the corner. And there he goes. Soon as Kyle Ritchie touched the back of his car, he hit the accelerator and took off. It was a pretty good move. That leaves 2nd contested between the 51 and 76, but Wilson all over the wall again. Kyle Ritchie hanging with the 81 of File. Wilson's in the wall again. Falling back with the wall. Oh, Ritchie pounds the wall. Everybody's in the fence. File even hit the wall. Kyle Ritchie takes the lead. You want to think this track is tough, the whole top 3 is hitting the fence. And these guys are pretty good on dirt. Kyle Ritchie takes over the lead. Ryan File now 2nd. Brad Wilson 3rd. Could we see Kyle Ritchie pick up his first win? Just 5 laps away from finding that answer. I don't think I've ever seen the whole top 3 hit the wall like that. That was crazy. Kyle Ritchie now out front. Ryan File, Brad Wilson, the Shenandoah Shine teammates trying to recover from their mistakes. Maybe too little too late. Kyle Ritchie has that track position. Oh no, Richie's lost the top. That's not going to help. Oh, it's back. What's going on? 81 of Files right there. So is Wilson. They're going to make contact. And the two Shenandoah Shine cars back out front. File and Wilson 1-2. And oh man, this is a crazy race. Ryan File in the 81. Got the orange shine machine up high. Wilson's going to slide across his nose. File back to the inside. 2 to go. File leads at the white flag. Wilson trying to dig on the inside to make it 7 wins this season. File trying to get his first. File doing a good job holding him off. I believe Wilson caught the inside of the fence there. Ryan File gets his first victory in Sidewinder. That was a crazy, crazy race. Definitely worth the price of admission. Bradley Wilson gets second. Kyle Ritchie, a disappointing third because he was leading there at the end and then a mistake took him out of the lead. Ryan File, 81, gets his first win. He's going to be excited. If we could get the top 3 to the interview room, waiting room, please and thank you. I don't know about you guys, chat, but that was entertaining.
Good race, guys.
Shine teammates doing a little celebration there. If we could get Kyle Ritchie, Brad Wilson, and Ryan File to the waiting room. Pretty please. We got Ryan. We'll go ahead and interview Ryan. Ryan, DG, got a copy?
I got you, yeah. Whew.
What a way to earn your first win in Sidewinder. You look like you had to battle hard for that one, bouncing it off the fence a few times. All 3 of you at one point were in the fence. That was pretty wild. How was it out there?
Oh, I mean, this track is tricky. I just got it today, ran a couple laps in practice before the race, and that was all I got. I never ran the track in that kind of state, but we made it work.
It's impressive. You and even you and a teammate had a little bit of contact there. Is that something you were worried about? Maybe Wilson getting back by you? I know he had the fastest car early on.
Yeah, I definitely had to squeeze him a couple times. You know, we all know he loves to run the bottom. He's always been known to do that, so, you know, had to just take that away from him. And it worked out.
It looked like you were headed for a second place finish, but next thing you know, Kyle Ritchie up in front of you loses his wing for about half a turn. And what was going through your mind when you saw that going on up ahead of you?
I thought I was about to slide right into him the way he slowed up. He got into the wall. I thought he was going to come down like most people do, and I thought I was going to slam right into him, but he kept it up there. He, you know, kept it clean and just went right by, and then I saw Brad had to defend.
Sam 4, congrats on that victory. You got the friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us tonight.
Everyone for giving a good race. Brad for being a good teammate. Shenandoah Shine, King Kart Stevens Racing, Abbey Racing Esports. Everyone that puts on this race, everything.
Did the new
Good
paint
race.
scheme this week, and you said you're coming for the win, and look at you.
I think the orange gives me a couple extra horsepower.
It's the best color in the world. Good job. All right, bud.
Thank you.
Congrats on the win. We'll see you back here next week.
Thank you. Thank you. See you.
Now go bring in the teammate, Brad Wilson, picking up second tonight. Brad, DG, got the copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you're out there leading early on. Then we got up a little too high there, right where you're up into the fence, and took you out of the lead. And it was fun to watch you come all the way back to second at least. But what did you maybe need to go run down your teammate there at the end?
I figured the bottom out a few laps earlier that in less attempts running the wall. After the first time I hit it, I probably shouldn't have gone back up there, but we kept trying and hitting the wall.
It happens. Yeah, you hit the inside wall too, though. You know, it's equal opportunity wall hitting here at Lincoln.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun running top and bottom. It's the first time that's happened in a while.
Yeah, we had 2 distinct grooves tonight, and put on a good show, I think. I've never seen 1, 2, and 3 all hit the wall in the same corner, but that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, it seemed like we had a little trifecta of wall hitting going on, but other than that, it was a lot of fun.
It looked like you're having a blast with your Shenandoah Shine teammate there, and even made contact at one point. There won't be any awkwardness in the team meeting, will there?
Hopefully not. But I'm sure it's nothing we can't talk over.
10-4. It was a lot of fun to watch, and bring it home P2. You got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us tonight.
You for putting it on, Richie for running up there, fast and fun with us. Ryan for winning, congrats to him. Everyone for showing up, even though it's not a free track. It's nice to have people here. And my dad for kind of supporting me for all these years.
There you go. And since you mentioned Kyle Ritchie, you can go ahead and do his interview since he's not here. So, how do you think he felt when his wing disappeared and then suddenly reappeared on top of his car?
Probably pretty terrified. If it disappeared and then teleported back on, I know I'd probably piss myself.
Perfect. You got any shout outs for Kyle Ritchie?
Ryan and that Bradley guy. Running around them nice all night.
Perfect. All right, bud. Congrats on the P2 finish. We appreciate you racing with us every week. And as we always say, bring your friends. We'll have a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, bud. Take care. Brad Wilson finished in P2 tonight. And as we mentioned, Kyle Ritchie not hanging out in the waiting room, so we we let Brad Wilson get a little of the Kyle Ritchie interview in there. Normally we interview our top three, but hey, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and bring in Scott Elston, who finished fourth, just because he's here. Scott, DG, got a copy?
How's it going, DG?
It's going well. How are you, my friend?
Not too bad.
Well, Kyle Ritchie missed out on his interview, so I brought you up from fourth. Why not, right?
Kyle, yeah, why not?
Why not? Just bring you in here, have a little chat. So, how we feel about the season so far? As we're 1 week away from getting the playoffs underway.
I feel pretty good about it, to be honest with you. I wasn't expecting a high car count tonight because it's a newer track. Uh, the track was kind of hard to explain. Like, I had that slippery mud feeling, kind of almost.
I mean, mud wrestling's fun, right?
Yeah, I like mud wrestling.
Oh, you look pretty comfortable out there. You're battling your teammate there for a while, and then find yourself in fourth by the end of it. How did you feel overall?
Pretty good. Actually, him and I were just talking about it. I can only seem to beat him when he wrecks. I gotta work on that. He's just him and I have like known each other since PlayStation 3 days, and then Damon's actually the reason why I got into iRacing.
Nice.
Uh, uh, growing up in New York, dirt
So
racing's all over the place.
what
So
you're
I
saying
kind of
is what you're saying is it's Nagel's fault we have to put up with you.
yes.
Well, we love having you, my friend. You do a lot for us, and we appreciate it. Go ahead and hit me with the friends, family, and sponsor shout outs tonight.
First of all, my dad. We talk every Wednesday night, and he's always like, "What if you tried this? And what if you tried that?" And uh, I struggle on restarts. I'm sure it shows, but I struggle on restarts. So like, he'll give me little pointers of like what I can do, and uh,
Is it better than have you tried going faster?
yes,
Okay, good.
Well,
That's what
he
my dad would say.
yeah. What if you try this? And uh, like he'll give me different. When I first started in dirt racing on iRacing, I was run the top. The top is the fastest way because that's what I thought I knew about dirt racing. And I forget where we were, but he had made the comment that like some of the tracks it's faster to run the bottom, even though it feels slower when you're driving it. Oh, okay, I'll try it, and it worked.
That Brad
So,
Wilson guy has made a living out of it. He
oh,
just
I know.
stays at
I
the
had
bottom.
fun racing. I had fun racing him for a while there too.
Then he disappeared on you.
Then he disappeared. Yeah, like, that was fun. Bye, seeing 10 races.
Technically, you
He went-
beat Blake Giglio tonight, so there is that.
yeah, Nathan and I were just talking about that. Nathan was in our chat for the race, and he goes, I forget. You have to ask him what his exact wording was, but he goes, "We can have our We Beat Blake Giglio badge now."
Perfect.
So my dad, my stepmother, they both watch the races on YouTube every week.
Good.
My wife for letting me practice with virtual cars to nauseating amounts of time.
And
Uh,
covering your entire Facebook with them.
yes. Uh, Traxxas HR or Traxxas RPM Cave RP for sponsoring the series. They've been a great help with it. Uh, Small RC Addiction, uh, Castle, uh, Blockbuster for bringing me on. Uh, I was just kind of planned on being like a
Independent?
Yes, thank you. And they decided they wanted to bring me on, so thank you to them for bringing me on this season.
There you go. Got
And
yourself
that's
a new
everything I
home.
got. You for broadcasting.
The broadcaster sucks. You need to fire him.
He
You're like, I
needs
have
a
no idea how
little.
to respond to
He
that.
needs a little work, but practice makes perfect.
A little
I hear
work.
he's. I hear he's still new.
He's an a-hole, though.
It depends on who you ask. I personally like the guy.
All right, bud. Well, congrats on the 4th place run tonight. We appreciate everything you do for us. And yeah, our new social media manager on Facebook, too, by the way. So if you have problems with what we post on Facebook, blame Scott.
And then I will find the guy who actually does it and let him know.
Perfect. Pass the buck. All right, man. We're going to let you get on out of here, and we'll start getting ready for that Xfinity race tonight. But I just wanted to say we appreciate you and give you a minute to shine up here in the booth.
All right, appreciate it, buddy.
All right, bud. Take care. Scott Elston brings it home in 4th, and let's look at our final results here really quickly, because it is only one page, and it should be easy to do. Ryan File gets the victory tonight over Brad Wilson. File picking up his first Sidewinder win in all of Sidewinder, so congrats to him on his maiden victory. Bradley Wilson, Kyle Ritchie, Scott Elston, Nathan Lafayette with top 5s. Then Damon Nagel was the last one in the race, and then Blake Giglio, who never actually started the main, only showed up in a few laps of the heat race, which was strange. But Blake decided this track was not for him and did not run tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed our little broadcast. The small car count made it actually a pretty entertaining race, especially up front. A lot of green flag runs. Very entertaining. Thank you all for watching tonight. If you're watching this over on the YouTube, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. That helps us out tremendously in the metrics over there, so we appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching our program, and we'll see you back here in the next race.